have, and they don't get respect. And I think Kelly and what he does is amazing because he's really moved the needle on that. But yeah, Dad was mostly volunteer EMT after he got out of the military, and he spent a lot of time on fire departments, and he fought wildfires in both Alaska and California, and that ultimately is what killed him.
Really?
He'd been fighting cancer for several years, lost a kidney to it. They thought he was in complete remission, cancer-free, and about 8 years later, the cancer came back into his lung and his bones. But he died of COPD because he'd been a firefighter and
Hmm.
because he never smoked. So the damage to his lungs was years of sucking in fumes and smoke, fighting fires and being on the scene. So, and it wasn't the first time. They People will talk about how EMS have big hearts. It is literal. It is not an exaggeration because the constant response to adrenaline of responding to calls enlarges your heart.
Oh,
That acceleration of thump, 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 thump. And had dad had a cardiac incident during ice rescue training. And at the time, because it's sad, he was joking with the guys that were rescuing him for real that he had just made training a lot more effective.
you guys were slacking off, so I decided I was going to have a heart attack just to make things better.
He survived that one. But yeah, so dad was that kind of guy. I mean, he put everybody else before himself. He and
Sounds like a true
mom,
hero.
yeah, he was. And he and mom dreamed of having a homestead. And they were starting a homestead in Alaska when dad's parents summoned him back to